Helldivers 2 has been without a doubt the biggest game of 2024, but somehow, the developers managed to lose 80% of their player base. Can they save their game?
As time ticks by, still I try.
Back when I watched Helldivers 2 get announced to the Game Awards, me and many others thought that it would just be another generic space game, but when it came out, we were all proved wrong. Helldivers 2 was something unique, something that anyone who plays video games could get behind. It had interesting lore, satisfying gameplay, and most importantly, it was fun. The developers had an amazing game and a new massive fanbase. I mean, like, how could they screw this up? Long story short, they screwed the game by sucking every bit of fun they could out of it. How did they do that? Well, they started off by nerfing some of the, obviously overpowered weapons, like the railgun. I agree with them on this because it could, take out anything in like under 10 seconds. But after a couple of patches, it went from nerfing the obviously overpowered weapons to nerfing anything the players want to use. Oh, players like this weapon? Let's make it completely useless. Oh, players moved on to something else? Let's have the damage. I honestly think that at the time of recording this, every single special weapon has been nerfed in some way. Players tolerated this for a while, but then came the big one, the flamethrower. Pre-nerf, the flamethrower was pretty balanced. It did a lot of damage, but at the cost of being up close to the enemy, leaving you vulnerable. You may be able to spray down like 10 smaller enemies, but it still leaves you vulnerable to like Bile from a Bile Titan. It was a high risk, high reward weapon. But then the nerf happened. They nerfed it by making the flames quote unquote more realistic. How did they do this? By making flames bounce. Yes, they made flames bounce. Which, is not at all how flamethrowers work. They shoot a liquid that gets lit by a flame at the end of a rod. And last I checked, liquid nor flames tend to bounce. I really noticed that they only care about quote-unquote realism when it negatively affects the player. If they really cared about realism, a single explosive round to the soft part of anything would kill it instantly. And enemies wouldn't stop burning after just 5 seconds. That flamethrower nerf was the community's breaking point. And in came the negative reviews. After a little while, they released a post on Steam claiming that they were rethinking their approach to changes in new weapons. And I'm not really sure if I believe it, but only time will tell if they really mean it. So can Arrowhead fix Helldivers 2? This is going to be a hot take, but I'm gonna say no. They may reverse nerfs and start being better, but with the trust lost and Space Marine 2 coming out soon, I generally don't think it can or ever will return to what it was. Their only hope currently is releasing the Illuminate faction in order to give the players, something new to latch onto, but even then, I imagine most players won't be sticking around. I have 125 hours in this game, and I still play it from time to time, but I feel the hole they dug for themselves is far too deep. Thanks for watching. I have a Discord now, so if you want to talk about anything or talk to me, you can join. At 100 members, I'm going to be giving away $25, And again, thanks for watching.